creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating.
Hey guys, it is Saturday morning, and I have a bit of an interesting little tidbit of information to give you. All the fish are doing fine. We're not talking about them today. We're talking about one specific fish in particular, which is this guy. This is our genetic misfit. He is one of our free for adoption fish. You will notice his eyes. Notice how it is black and not circular. He actually has that on both sides of his face. And I used to think that it was just that he had dual colored eyes. And that little bit just happened to be darker than the other side. See, now you can see it on this side too. But that is not the case. We have actually learned something interesting about him. So I wanted to share it with you guys. What's actually going on with his eyes, let me see if I can get you down here to stare at him while we talk about it, is he has an ocular deformity called an ocular coloboma, or sometimes cat eye syndrome. I just happened to be up late last night. I was watching a medical channel on YouTube because I like to learn things. And on this channel, there was a video of a little girl who has this. And I will link it in the description so you guys can watch and learn a little bit more. But the basic gist of it is, this is a rare syndrome, a little bit of a defect that happens most commonly in people, but it has been seen in some other animals. I tried to do research. I couldn't find anybody else who'd had it happen in their fish, but maybe people just don't care enough to report it. But what happens is one of the chromosomes copies itself. So you have two copies of the same chromosome, but the second copy is broken and smaller than the original chromosome. And in humans, this is chromosome 22. And it causes this ocular defect where the pupil of the eye is a little keyhole. Now, it can, but does not always, affect vision. It is often also linked to other genetic abnormalities, but not always, just because it's a chromosome thing. And luckily, in the video that I watched, the little girl had no other abnormalities. She just has this cat eye syndrome. I'm hoping that is also the case for this fish, but you may notice that his fins are a little ragged looking. They grew in that way. Some of them are longer than others for no apparent reason. He is a half moon, but he's a little bit of a weird fish. He is available for adoption, as I said before, and we hopefully in the very near future will be preparing to ship him out to whoever. But it's kind of a cool little thing that we learned. Because, you know, this channel is all about science and teaching my daughter about science. And we just thought it was really, really interesting that we happen to have a fish who has, you know, this defect that you don't often see. And it's kind of cool to learn something new about it. So I just wanted to share with you guys that, you know, we have this little genetic misfit here. It's really not super common. It's quite rare. And we just happened to get it in our first spawn. Look at his little eyes. Buddy, you're cool. You can see he looks at me quite often. But I just thought it was kind of neat. Learn something new every day.